Before we get started with our lesson on goal setting and using Evernote to accomplish that, I wanted to briefly mention that last year I came out with a video series, and that received some pretty good feedback. I got a lot of you reached back out to me to learn more about um, fine tuning your skills to using Evernote and what other possibilities and ways to maximize the uses of Evernote. And based on that feedback, I decided to come back and talk about other specific subjects that were mentioned most to me that became most relevant to you. I think the getting things done video received probably the most feedback, and so I'm going to focus more on those topics that are going to be more practical in your lives and less about the actual system until Evernote does come out with more and more updates. And I'm going to make them much quicker videos. I realized they were probably a little too long, so we're going to stick to what's important. So, um, moving away from that, now that that's out of the way, we're going to focus on goals because I do think this is an area that most people want to have, and goals are imperative to accomplishing basically anything in life, in my opinion. And Evernote it's just a great tool to use to accomplish that. Um, so, real quick before we dive into actual Evernote, goals it's going to be your roadmap to success. It's going to give you a starting point and an ending destination. That's the only way to achieve certain things that you want to accomplish. It also gives you laser focus, right? When you have a million things to do, having those goals will help prioritize your life. It gives you a little bit more control. Lord knows we all want more control in our lives, and you're going to get results, and ultimately that's going to motivate you to continue moving forward. And so, a couple of things on how I use my goals here in Evernote. I actually would like to start with a daily journal that I use, and this is a quick template that's kind of evolved over the years. I think having daily goals is helpful to achieving yearly and quarterly goals, and I use this on a daily basis. Um, and you don't have to fill this out every day. Everyone has their own style and how they want to accomplish this. Since I do use Evernote every day, it just makes sense to have this journal on a daily basis. And I break it out by a couple different categories. I'm going to walk you through here real quick beyond the date. So in the morning, I have my little check boxes on things that I want to accomplish when I wake up. So between meditating or whatever you want to do that helps start your day, I like a reflection of gratitude as well. Keeps things in perspective of what I want to accomplish. If I'm having a bad day, this is the first thing that I go to is just making sure that I do have things that I am thankful for. And one thing that it's going to be important, I want to spend just a little bit of time here, is looking over your yearly goals and things that you're passionate about. Because if you have those written down and you can focus on those every day, it's a lot easier to accomplish your goals, in my opinion. Again, gives you a little bit more focus, a little bit more framework, a little bit more structure on how you want to define your day. And I like to, and I'm scrolling here pretty quickly because I am focused on my 2017 goals. Right, this is a great place to keep and review what those goals are. Your daily goals should reflect what your yearly goals are, and this is the best way to do it is to review that every day. And that's what I do. And it's helped me accomplish a lot more recently in my life as I've moved to this in Evernote. I have my work goals, right? These are kind of my staple items. I add to this. I usually over the weekends I'll go over what my calendar looks like for the next week and set those goals up. Between clearing your inbox, rounding on your teams, making phone calls, hitting a certain quota of sales, those types of things. I also use getting things done at work, and so I have a project list and those and next actions and waiting for on my side, on my work email side, and so I make sure I go through that as well. When you get home, right, sometimes I don't fill this out, but at the same time, when I do look at Evernote in the evening, this is a good time to make sure that I accomplish some things that I don't preferably like to do, like take care of my dog's hygiene. And then, again, more reflection on how I can improve things that I can find a commonality of what helps bring energy to me as well as what drains my energy. And I want to make sure that I am keenly aware of what those things are. And so, a good way to accomplish some of those goals is make this public. If you tell your spouse, your friends, your family some of what your goals are, that usually is going to help you motivate you to accomplish those goals. If you keep them to yourself, it's very easy to have those goals just kind of fall to the wayside. So make sure you share them, and be specific. And again, add them to your daily journal. Look at them every day. It is very beneficial to moving forward. And so um, share them. Very helpful to do. And if you have any questions on how else to use goal settings in Evernote, feel free to shoot me an email. I can be reached at zwayand@gmail.com. You'll find that in the note links. And if you have any ideas, feedback, I am an Evernote certified consultant. Happy to help you achieve what those goals are. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.